I'm Michael. This is my second time at Neomed. I was here a year ago. Heard about it online from other friends. I've had the Lyme disease for about 25 years, a few co-infections, and I've been very, very sick. I managed to keep working until about a year ago, and I was at the point where I really didn't think I was going to be able to keep going. I could barely walk to the letterbox and back, and I was only really managing to work and then spending the rest of my time stuck in bed. I'd started looking around, and I'd found various groups on Facebook about Lyme disease and mould. In Australia, they're not really considered real things. But I found other people who'd had similar symptoms and were helpful, and eventually found out about some clinics in Cyprus. The big thing that convinced me was that other people had come here, and you could see their before and after photos, and you could see that they got better. And even though I was a bit sceptical, because it just sounded crazy that you could be so sick and get better fairly quickly. I eventually decided I had nothing to lose, and decided to give it a go. And so last year I came, and the first week was good. I by the end of the week, some of my symptoms like spinal inflammation and headaches, which I've had for probably 20 years, really bad chronic migraines, had gone. I had 3 days with no headaches at all, and the spinal inflammation was much better. Some of the things like the laser massage were just brilliant. I kept, obviously it was exciting. I kept coming to the clinic. The next 3 weeks were hard, I have to say, that year. The treatments were challenging. Sometimes I was very tired or sore. I decided at the 4th week I would extend a week, and it was great that I did, because that just put in a new infrared sauna downstairs. And when I first tried that, I'd never been really good at detox, but that first sauna and then a shower, and it felt like my life changed. I felt better than I had in a decade. It was amazing. I went home, and over the next few months things started to improve, and it was so slow I didn't really notice. But after about 3 months, well, even a month later, I went skiing for a full day, which was incredible for me, because I hadn't been able to do that for probably 15 years. I skied with my daughters, and I was the fittest one there, which was ridiculous. Last time I tried to go skiing, I hurt my back the first day and watched them ski for the whole week. That was amazing. And then a few months after that, I went to see my doctor in Australia, and he asked me if I needed painkillers, because I've been taking a lot before the clinic. And I realised I hadn't taken a single one since we got back. It was incredible, because I was taking a lot. It was the first time when I realised that it really was working. Everyone had said it would take time to heal after the treatment, and I kind of believed them, because you could see that people were getting better. But I guess everyone feels like they're really very, very sick, and so all the people I met here and stayed in touch with were helpful, because you could see their journeys as well. The other thing I learned here was how to eat better. And back in Australia, I started doing that, and I worked a bit hard, which you're not supposed to do. But I started to improve my diet, and for the first time in probably 30 years, I actually started to lose weight, because I got up to 146 kilos, which I wasn't very proud of. It certainly wasn't how I saw myself. I was always a skinny kid when I was rowing and things. I was too light. Everyone else was 10 kilos heavier than me. I started losing weight easily. When I talked to friends and my sister about how to make the food more interesting, I lost heaps. I've probably lost 50 kilos now since about March, which is incredible. And then, things were going pretty well, but I had some problems with mold in my home. And I knew other people had mold issues. I never really realised how much it applied to me. But we discovered we had a lot of mold problems in the house and started trying to clean them up. But I made a few mistakes. And like last year, I just had the Lyme arthritis and heart problems. But I managed to mess things up and discovered how to have Lyme neuro symptoms, which was very unpleasant. But again, I knew other people who'd been through it, and I made the decision to return. So almost exactly a year later, back at the clinic again. From what I learned last time, I thought I could probably help myself, but I thought it would take a long time, and I missed a few months of work, so I figured it was actually better for me to come back here, where the real experts are, because I made mistakes trying to treat myself. My whole family was sick this time. Judy in particular, and Kayla a bit, Tasha a tiny bit. But I honestly can't believe how quickly things improved once I got here. Even just stepping off the plane, to be honest, I felt better. And the first week of treatment here was extraordinary. Some new clinicians and new treatments, and they were just amazing. I felt better so quickly. I've been able to start exercising and swimming and jet skiing, things I couldn't have imagined a year ago. By the second week, I actually swim out to the rocks deliberately. A year ago, my daughter decided to do it, and I had to swim out there to make sure she didn't drown. It's hard being a parent sometimes. But I swim out deliberately this time and stretched on the rocks and swam back, and it was amazing. I haven't swum that way for 20 years. It's just, So, look, I love it here. I love the island, I love the clinic. The new treatments, some of the new machines, and especially the new clinicians are just amazing. Really helpful.
And the people?
Oh, yeah, the clinicians are wonderful. I feel like I've made real friends. Some of the people that I remembered from last time, and some of the new people have helped me so much. Susanna, of course. It's so lovely. Just everyone here is amazing. And the clinic as a whole is just incredible. Incredible place. This time around I'm getting to discover the island. Cyprus is so beautiful, and there's so much here that it's just like a little microcosm of the whole world. There's so many places to visit.